From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Cascade Paint and Supply is Reading's oldest family-owned paint store, established in 1953. We are the largest Dunn Edwards dealer in the nation, and most of our products are made in the U.S. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to answer your questions and help you today.
Happy Wednesday morning to you. You know, what we're going to start to see happening is this. We got close to 90 degrees for the north end of the valley yesterday. Today, we're going to see about a 5-degree drop. So we're starting that cooling trend today, increasing chances for rain starting today into the weekend. And it looks like even as early as today, some areas seeing that potential for some rain. Friday looks to bring the best chance for rain, but it's going to be one of those timing things that we're going to have to really look closer to. And then next week, I'll look at some wet weather. So a bit to talk about it in our longer range and our deeper dive forecast. But before we do that, hey, let's take a look at our Krueger's Quickcast. This is just a quick look at your forecast here for today. And yeah, it's going to be a dry start to the day. Now the coast, you're going to notice a little bit more fog out there this morning, but that should dissipate. We'll call it partly to mostly cloudy skies though for today on the coast. And otherwise sunny skies to start off the day for many of us. Now, you'll see that area of low pressure off to our west. You see those clouds? That's all moving in our direction, and that's the cooler air that's beginning to move on in. The winds, they're going to be picking up again later this afternoon, gusting upwards of around 20 miles per hour or higher from the south. Then we go into tonight, winds still fairly strong, and even into tomorrow morning. So just be aware it may still be a bit gusty out there at times. So what can we expect today with that rain? Well, take a look at this. It's dry through a good portion of the day. You can see some clearing along the coast, partly to even mostly cloudy skies. But the clouds are beginning to develop this afternoon. Notice in Trinity County, notice west of the valley, notice in even Modoc County. You're seeing some of those clouds. And then, yeah, maybe a shower popping up. That's because the low pressure to our west could potentially be bringing us along the flow around that low, bring us a chance for a few showers here and there, right? Then we're going to be looking at more possibly tonight in northern Shasta and parts of central Siskiyou County as well. So again, it's dry through most of the day, but late afternoon, early evening, we do have the potential in some areas. Now, you can see temperatures are starting to drop. Low to mid 80s in the valley and in the 70s for most of the higher elevations. Although in Trinity County inland, you're looking at low to mid 80s and in the low 60s for the coast. Looking at your 7-day forecast for the valley, mainly dry today. As I mentioned, maybe late in the day, there could be a shower near Reading. And then Thursday, mainly dry. Friday, we're going to have to hold off until Friday evening, Friday night before you see any rain. That could linger into Saturday, and then more showers come Monday and Tuesday of next week. The coast, maybe some showers on Friday, you're dry over the weekend, more showers on Monday and Tuesday, and for Siskiyou, Modoc County, the Eastern Mountains. So again, you can see for central Siskiyou County in particular, that chance late this evening into tonight. Thursday, maybe another chance, and then more often on chances for Friday, really late in the day, Friday, Saturday. And look at this, we're talking snow levels now. Yeah, down to 4,500 feet, as low as 4,500 feet for Siskiyou County next Tuesday. All right, that's a look at your Krueger's Quickcast. Let's get you into your deeper dive forecast for your Wednesday, October 8th. This is when we really dive deep into that forecast and take a look at what's going on here, not only for today, but really as we extend into the weekend and next week. So here you can clearly see now, you see the spin right here. Actually, you see a little bit of a spin of low. This is what we call a disturbance here. But the speckled clouds, that's colder air, my friends. That's what's going to be really diving southward, and that's why our temperatures are starting to drop. Now, the colder air in this low pressure system is having a hard time moving in today and really over the next few days. And that's because we've got high pressure over here. That's going to act like a wall and preventing this storm from really moving overhead, at least for now. But the flow around that area of low pressure, in fact, I'm going to take you back. I'm going to show you what's going on here. So we've got a flow around this. So as this dives to the south, we're going to see a flow around that area of low pressure that's going to put it right around just to the west of the valley. Now, again, that's going to have an impact on who sees rain and who doesn't with that potential today, right? So let's take you through it. Take you through the day. Now, it's dry through most of the day, but by late afternoon, you see what's happening? We're seeing a few pop-ups, mainly west of the valley. Now, could Reading, could Anderson, Cottonwood, could you see a stray shower late this afternoon, evening? Sure, but it's not going to be anything to write home about, nothing to cancel any outdoor plans over, but basically dry today, and basically dry everywhere else. It's not until late afternoon, early evening that northern Shasta, Siskiyou County, and even Modoc County is seeing that potential. Then overnight tonight, we still have that flow around that area of low pressure, that instability that's associated with that flow, little disturbances kind of coming in with that, and you see more showers, possible thunderstorms, even midnight tonight, especially out towards Siskiyou County, maybe even northern Shasta County seeing that potential as well. But you'll notice really everywhere else, it's fairly dry. All right, so then we go into tomorrow morning. Now look at the clouds. We actually have some clouds moving in advance of the storm system on Thursday. Could you see a stray sprinkle in the valley? Listen, that's not out of the question. Maybe even out towards northern Shasta and into parts of Siskiyou County as well. But look what happens as we go into Thursday afternoon. We may see a little bit of light drizzle, some light showers, maybe along the coast. Now we're seeing that energy shift a little bit more to the west. And it's mainly going to be in Trinity County and western Siskiyou County for Thursday afternoon. But you see how it's not very heavy? So not really a big deal, and then that could continue into Thursday night. Now Friday morning, what we're seeing here is scattered showers, possible thunderstorms approaching the coast, but still fairly dry at this point. We go into Friday by around the afternoon, you see what's happening. The area of low pressure is starting to move eastward, but it's taking its own sweet time. So we've got rain and some heavy downpours, I think, for some of us, especially for the North Coast, through the day on Friday. This, I think, could be pushing a little bit more into western Siskiyou, and I do think parts of Trinity County, say around midday afternoon, could see some showers and thunderstorms as well. But I think everywhere else to the east will be dry through a good portion of the day on Friday, if not all day Friday. And then Friday night, Saturday morning, this will eventually have an impact on everyone else. Now let's take a look at Futurecast here and show you that area of low pressure. So again, this high pressure is preventing this from moving in. So you see how it's still off to our west. Now that's what I was talking about. The flow around that area of low pressure is having an impact basically west of I-5. And that's why today and even tomorrow we could see that potential for some of those stray showers in some areas. But now it's beginning to push off to the east. This one is getting a little bit more aggressive on the timing. You can see here by late afternoon, early evening, maybe approaching places around the valley. So yeah, late afternoon, early evening. The timing is something we're still kind of, ironing out here, but it's looking more like a Friday night, early Saturday morning type of event for the valley eastward. So for eastern Siskiyou, Modoc, Lassen, Plumas, and of course the valley eastward as well. And then there you can see on Saturday, just kind of some lingering activity. We'll see a break on Sunday. But look at this, another storm system coming down from the north. Now this one's coming directly from the north. I think it's going to be a colder source of air. This is going to be some of the lowest snow levels we've seen on Monday and possibly even Tuesday. This model's taking it out on Tuesday, but I still think that's a potential on Tuesday. We're talking as low as 4,500 feet in some cases here with those snow levels. Probably not major impacts on those mountain passes, but certainly something worth watching. And then, of course, as we go into Wednesday of next week, it starts to dry out. So, yes, we've got rain in the forecast, but nothing unusual. Not a ton of rainfall for most of us. Near normal is basically what we're looking at in that precipitation outlook. And cooler than normal. Yes, it is dropping, folks. We're dropping below normal, right around normal today. And then once we drop below normal, we stay there. 60s and 70s for really the next 10 days in the valley. Beautiful, beautiful fall weather. But of course, with some of that cooler air, we've got that potential for some showers. And of course, you saw that. But taking a look at the lake levels, we're still over 100%, where we should be this time of the year, the historical average of those lake levels. So obviously a good sight. They are dropping, but that's just because we've been taking water from those reservoirs throughout the summer. Water we need, right? But we will hopefully fill those up this winter. There you can see your wave heights are starting to show signs of increasing a little bit, but you can see they kind of actually back off and then maybe on Thursday. But as of right now, no small craft advisories, and I don't anticipate that today or tomorrow. But there will be some patchy morning fog. Otherwise, north winds at about 5 to 10 knots. Your waves from the northwest at 4 feet at 6 seconds, and from the northwest at 3 feet at 14 seconds. All right, here's your neighborhood forecast, sponsored in part by Dignity Health. For Trinity County, you've got temperatures 70s and even around 80. So today, I'm going to keep you dry for Wednesday. If you see a stray shower for a sprinkle for some of you, don't be surprised. I think your better chances will be tomorrow. And then Friday afternoon, Friday evening into Saturday, dry Sunday, And then more wet weather on Monday and Tuesday. Your Dignity Health North Coast neighborhood forecast. I think you're mainly dry today and tomorrow. Now, tomorrow there could be a stray shower or drizzle or something, but nothing major. It's mainly Friday. Friday's the bigger day, and you could be looking at some thunderstorms. I probably should put some lightning strikes in there. 77 degrees for Orleans. You got showers on Thursday. Excuse me, a chance on Thursday. Better chances coming in on Friday, and maybe some thunderstorms as well. Your Dignity Health Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast. Just a slight chance. And really, I think the best chances will be, I'd say Scott Valley, eastward into places in central Siskiyou County. But extreme western Siskiyou, extreme eastern Siskiyou, I think your chances will be a bit slimmer here for today, and then more chances coming in for Monday, Tuesday of next week. For Modoc County, yeah, that chance later this afternoon, mainly dry Thursday, probably Friday evening, Friday night before you see any rain on Friday. And then Saturday, maybe some lingering showers, dry Sunday, more wet weather come Monday and Tuesday. All right, the Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast. There you can see Chester about 75 today, 76 for Paradise. You're dry today, tomorrow. Probably not until Friday night into Saturday that you do see that chance for showers. Your Dignity Health Valley neighborhood forecast to the south. Temperatures in the low 80s, 83 for Pasquinta, 82 out in Willows. Friday, there again. Friday evening, Friday night, maybe some lingering showers on Saturday. All right, here's your Chico 7-day forecast. Temperatures kind of going up and down a bit here, but generally, once we get past today, we're going to be in the 60s and 70s for your daytime highs. Let's take you up to the north, 84 degrees for Redding, all the way down to Red Bluff, 85 in Palo Cedro, and 79 degrees for Lakehead. And there's your 7-day forecast for Redding. There's that chance for showers late in the day tomorrow. Now, again, today, if you see a stray sprinkle or a light shower in Redding, don't be surprised today. Tomorrow, slight chance as well, but overall, you're mainly dry. It's Friday evening, or late Friday afternoon, Friday evening. That chance for rain could linger into Saturday. Dry Sunday, more showers and much cooler by Monday and Tuesday of next week. That's your morning update. I'll be back again at noon to check in with your latest forecast. Until then, have a great morning.